Hey Andre, it's Kara. I am back with Sprint 3 for the graphics class. So, the first question was basically separating the camera matrices from the world matrices. So, in this one, all I did was I went into the shader, I went into the simple color 3D, and I basically took the first C buffer, split it into cam data with the view and projection, and then the instance data with the world and the selected color. So when I run this, I get a nice little cube still. So there's that. The second problem was it was doing the unit pyramid. So go into here, go into source, go into model tools, and then I basically rearranged this function. I made it, obviously I changed the vertices, I changed them for triangles. These were all the vertices and what colors they were going to have, and then this was the like the indices, or the triangles, I guess you would say. And then I went into model CPP, and then I added this in. So when I run this, it has the triangle. Okay, and third was we make three models on the screen. Not that bad, actually. I thought it was going to be a lot worse. But, so this is the output, and the other one is all the way back there. So, 1, 2. They are a different color. I chose, this one was blanched almond, and then this one was like Alice blue, but they really don't, one's just more pink looking than the other one, but they're different colors. How I did that, I went into the DirectX app, and then I went all the way down to the bottom. I first had to, where is it? I first had to create two more M-World objects, which I would set the scale. The scale was the same, but then the trans had, obviously, the position had to be different, otherwise they'd be on top of each other. And then I basically copied this here, the object 1 stuff, and I duplicated it twice, but with the, obviously, the different object. So obviously this is like the 1, this is 2, this is the third object, and then I gave it a different color. So there's that. And then in the fourth question, we were asked to do the 4 models on the screen. So I have this one, I have the red, obviously matte or solid, whatever. I have the other one over here. I have the gradient filled 3D one, and then the other 3D filled gradient one as well, which are both using 2 different textures. Or not textures, shaders. So in here, this was a little bit more confusing, but pretty much the same thing with the other one, except I have to go into the app, and then I have to go down all the way over here, add the the squares, cubes, I guess, for 3D version. And then I had to go into the draw, and I had to obviously put the rest of the cubes in there, and then all the way up at, where is it? Ah, right here. So I had to do 2 different where are they? Vertex shaders, and then 2 different pixel shaders. So then obviously this one used the color selected, this one used the simple color 3D, and then obviously for the other ones too, color selected for the pixel, and then a simple color 3D for the other cube, and then in the draw, depending on where I put the object 1 data, or just any of the object data. So the first one will have the first original vertex and pixel shader. So then these two will get that, and then I put the second set over here for the 3D, the simple color 3D, and then the 2 other cubes get that information. So that wasn't really that bad at all. I attempted the question 5, but it was a little consuming and I was very time restrained on that. But I mean, I get the concept that, you know, it's basically taking a flat, you know, rectangle and then putting triangle halves and all of those that grid formation, and then obviously at the top, half the top triangle pieces are going to be gone to make that point at the top of the sphere, and then obviously the same for the bottom. Then you wrap it. I was thinking that you'd probably use like a for loop to go through each either column or row, however, you know, we're supposed to do that, but I will do that in the next video. And then for the further work, so you asked the question, did you use different model pointers for the I can't even see the thing. It's cut off. Okay. Well, anyways, so did I use different model pointers? No, I didn't. And then you say you could do it with the same pointer. Yes, you can. So if you did it with the same pointer, you'd be creating less objects in the scene, which is better because that improves frames, and then it's not as much data, you know, being duplicated. And then the second part, you know, given the experience, you know, how do I further streamline the DirectX app? Not really sure. Obviously, yeah. So yeah, there is my video.